I'm Barry Tramel with the Oklahoman. For our annual football preview, I put together a list of the 100 best Sooners and the 100 best Cowboys. Tough duty. How do you compare Claude Reed's OU All-American 1913 with Antonio Perkins, 21st century kick returner extraordinaire? How do you compare Guy Lookabaugh, OSU's star from the 1920s, who fought in World War I, with Adarius Bowman, contemporary pass catcher? With gusto, that's how. Critics are free to take their shots, but I have a ground rule. Want to nominate someone for the list? Fine. But you have to suggest who's coming off. You want Buddy Leak in the top 100? Then Malcolm Kelly is out. Jimbo Elrod should have been included? Then Plato Andros is excluded. The OSU list drew the most interest at the top. I picked Thurman Thomas over Barry Sanders, much to the chagrin of Pat Jones, who coached both. Sanders won the 1988 Heisman with perhaps the greatest season in college football history, but my top 100 lists are Lifetime Achievement Awards. Thomas gained 1,000 more career yards than did Sanders, and when Jones had them both at tailback in 1987, he gave Thomas 164 more carries than he did Sanders. Sounds like an endorsement to me. Actually, I wanted to put Leslie O'Neal number one. Pat Jones and Mike Baldwin talked me out of it, but I can make a good case for the pass-rushing whiz. Look at it this way. Give Mike Gundy his choice of any Cowboy from the list to add to his 2000 roster, and he's not picking Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas. He's going with O'Neal. This OSU team needs defensive bulk more than magical tailbacks. At OU, no real debate over number one. That's Leroy Selman and will be when we do the bicentennial list. The better argument is quarterback, where I had Jack Mildren number 13, Josh Heupel 17, and Jason White 22nd. White has the more impressive award totals, first and third in Heisman voting, but Mildren and Heupel are the two most important players in OU history, since they both jump-started two epic runs. Here's a twist. Give Bob Stoops the same option we just gave Gundy. Pick a player off this list for this year's team, and he's not going with Selman or Billy Sims. He's dropping down to one of those quarterbacks. The biggest difference in these lists is the depth. OU has had 141 All-Americans. OSU has had 26. So you have a Sooner list where you have to look for reasons to remove a player, and you have a Polk list where you look for reasons to add a player. A Sooner at number 80 or 90 likely is an All-American, while a Cowboy at 90 or 80 might not have been All-Conference. But that's okay. It's a fun trip down memory lane. Tough duty, but a fun trip.